Hell is not funny. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, he reaps. Amen. God sees everything. They can't hide. They're sick. The witches, the warlocks, they're scared because you're highly ranked in the spiritual realm. They did very evil things. They reveal themselves by the fruit of their actions. They don't celebrate you, they plot against you. They don't clap. They hope to see you fall. No matter how deep the schemes of darkness run, no matter how much they do, the hand of God is on you. Their weapons turned against themselves. They believe that your downfall will be their victory. They imagine that if they could destroy you, they could rise above you. When you belong to God, no one's plans can override His desires for your life. They are powerless. It exposed them. The trap they dug for you becomes their prison. Today they are in deep regret because they realize that the power they trusted has betrayed them. The witches and warlocks who gather against you, their curses went back on them. They're scared to death. Every ranking in your life, you cannot be stopped. No weapon formed. Every victory, every blessing that shows up in your life is a declaration that no power of darkness has authority over the light of God in you. The higher you go, the more their fear grows. They cannot explain how every battle they launched against you only made you stronger. The mistake your enemies made was underestimating who you are and whose you are. They thought they fought flesh and blood. They were fighting destiny. They were not wrestling with a person. They opposed God. And that's a battle they cannot win. Because you are not standing in your own strength. You are standing in divine strength. The storm came but could not break you. The arrows were shot but could not pierce you. The fire could not consume you. Your trials were so fierce because you had an assignment. The hate, the revenge, they plot against you because the enemy knew your ranking in the spirit. They knew once you stepped into your true place, nothing can stop the impact of your influence. They panicked. That's why they sent so many things against you. But you're still standing. And that's proof that what's inside of you is greater than what was sent against you. Do not be afraid what people plan in the dark. Fear does not belong to you. The only ones who shall tremble is those who rose against you. Because touching you was touching God's anointed. Cursing you was cursing themselves. Now they live in regret because what they intended for you has come back on them. That's the justice of heaven. Regret. Yes, they think they were God. They are tormented because God defended you, not because you fighted them back. You didn't curse them. You continue to be successful. You speak louder than any of their words. Every door that opens for you, every opportunity you walk into is another nail in the coffin of their plans. They wanted you buried, but now they are the ones being buried of regret. You must keep walking tall. Do not lower yourself to the level of those who wanted your destruction. Do not waste your energy proving anything to them. Your life is proof enough. Every day you wake up, you keep moving forward, you testify. Every time you refuse to quit, you testify. Every blessing that rests on your head is God speaking louder than your whispers. The witches are terrified. Nothing they send can match the covering that surrounds you. Never forget, they regret what they tried to do against you. It's because your resilience exposed their weakness. Your faith reveals their fear. Your survival proves their failure. You were not just spared, you were elevated. You were not just protected, you were promoted. The more they fight you, the higher you go. The more they resist you, the faster you rise. The more they curse you, the louder heaven blesses you. Lift up your head, walk with confidence. Understand that your existence shakes the power of darkness. You're not ordinary. You're chosen, set apart, anointed for influence. Your ranking terrifies them because it's not from men, it's from heaven. And once heaven appoints you, no one can disappoint you. Once heaven establishes you, no one can uproot you. No one can stop you because you're from heaven. Let them regret their fatal revenge, and they will live with their consequence of their choices. You don't need to fight them back because God fights on your behalf. You don't need to prove them wrong. Your success has already testified. You don't need to explain your survival because your life is the evidence. They drown in fear and regret. You will continue to rise, shine, and reign. The witches are scared to death. Who you are becoming today, not of yesterday. They see your growth. They see your influence. They see your ranking in the spirit now. And they know that no curse, no weapon, no scheme can touch a person who's chosen by God. So let them tremble, let them regret, let them live in fear. But for you, keep climbing. Your destiny is not in their hands, it's in God's hands. When you look back over your life, there's moments where you can feel the weight of battle. People planned, conspired, and tried to stop you, yet here you are, rising higher. Evidence that no scheme of darkness can ever prosper against a person who is under divine covering. What they meant for evil, heaven redirect for your good. It's a principle of life. They designed a weapon on your name, but the weapon becomes the tool of their own defeat. The schemes of darkness always backfire. When someone allows envy, bitterness to poison their hearts, they become desperate to tear down what they cannot build. They see your progress, and instead of being inspired, they become resentful. They see your light. Instead of celebrating, they try to cover it with smoke. They go to witches. They whisper curses. They made plots in secret. But what they fail to understand is this darkness can never extinguish the light. No matter how thick the night becomes, the smallest flame shines. The flame in you is not ordinary. It's the spark of destiny, the breath of God itself. Their schemes cannot prevail. The tragedy of those who plant evil, they forget what you sow, you reap. It will return to them. It will multiply. If they want destruction, they will get destruction. If they do evil, they get evil. If they try to dig a grave for you, they dig a grave for themselves. Every plot they designed against you is now their own trap. They set it up thinking you will stumble. It's their own feet that have been caught. That's the justice of life. What you release has a way of circling back. When people come together in secret, think they can outsmart God's plan. They forget that heaven sees everything, every whisper in the dark, every plan spoken behind closed doors, every step taken to harm you is fully visible to the one who guards your destiny. And here is the power of it. God does not just block the plan, He flips it. He neutralizes the curse and He converts it into a blessing. And He used the attack as a platform to elevate you. What was meant to break you is building you. What was meant to weaken you, strengthen you. What was meant to finish you, actually launch you into another level. You should not be afraid of anyone's plan. Fear gives them power. When you stand in confidence that every scheme of darkness is already doomed to fail, you take the victory before the battle even begins. Do not let their whispers shake your faith. Do not let their plots disturb your peace. Walk with assurance of nothing formed against you shall prosper. They may shoot, but God will take the bullet back. They may light the fire, but God will make it fuel your growth. They will dig the pit, but they will fall into it. The backfire is powerful, a public testimony. Everyone who thought you were finished has to witness your survival. Everybody who waited for your downfall has to sit and watch your elevation. Your life becomes a testimony. Every blessing you walking into is a reminder they cannot curse what God has blessed. Every new level, new devils. Their schemes has not only failed, but backfired in the most humiliated way. Look at history, look at scripture, look at your own life. It's always been the same. Joseph's brothers plotted to kill him, but their scheme placed him on the throne. All they did to God's people, the schemes of darkness has one ending, and that's regret for the ones who planned it. They are broken. You are not the one silenced. They are. You are not the one defeated. They are. So take courage. The intensity of the attack is only proof of the greatness of your calling. Your schemes was so deep because your destiny is so high. If you were ordinary, nobody would bother you. If your ranking was low, nobody will fight it. They plotted because you have the weight of God. There is nothing they can do to stop it. They can fight it, but they cannot win. They can resist it, but they cannot overthrow it. Never waste your time seeking revenge. Let God handle it. The backfire is His work, not yours. When He steps in, the results are undeniable. People who tried to bury you will bury themselves. People who mocked you will be silenced by your success. People who thought you will be gone will acknowledge your rising, and you will look free, untouched, elevated, because your destiny is bigger than their schemes. Who is in control? God is in control, not them, not their curses, not their hatred. God alone has the final stage. Victory, abundance, purpose. Next time they attack, when they revenge, stand tall. When you feel opposition, keep up your guard and fight. It ends you rising and they regret. They are collapsing and your purpose advancing. And the darkness backfire every single time. There's something powerful in position. It's not just where you stand. It's about the authority you carry, the influence you command, and the recognition heaven has placed upon you. You are the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the leader. And I follow God. Heaven is with us. When God elevates you, that elevation is not just a promotion in the physical. It's a shift in the spirit that changes how heaven and hell view you. Your ranking terrifies the enemy. It's not about where you live, what you own, or the statues people give you. Your destiny. Every person has a measure of assignment, but not every person walks in it. You are different because you choose to embrace what God placed inside of you. You endured battles that other people will surrender. You pushed through times without surrender. Your ranking increased. You overcame. Your authority grew. The enemy watches and trembles because he knows that every level you reach strips him of influence and exposes his weakness. It's not titles, positions in society, spiritual credibility. And God answers your prayers when you face a storm and you remain calm. When you refuse to compromise, your ranking shifts. Every victory, every lesson, every season of endurance has weight to your presence. People cannot explain why you intimidate them without even trying, because you carry the battles, you carry the scars that became symbols of strength. You carry authority that was purchased through endurance. The enemy knows ranking better than most people. He recognizes when someone is no longer where they used to be. That's why some of the battles you face now feels heavier than before. It's not because you're weaker, it's because your authority has increased and you are stronger, and the enemy has escalated his attacks in desperation. But here's the beauty of it. The higher your ranking, the less power his schemes holds. He cannot touch what God has sealed. He cannot destroy what God has promoted. He cannot overturn what heaven has. Fear in the enemy is constant opposition. Wide doors is blocked, not because you are unworthy, because your breakthrough terrifies them. Why they turn against you? It's not because you change, it's because your elevation exposes their insecurity. The witches, the naysayers, they're not just scared of you, they're scared of your ranking. They see that God is with you. They see that every time they try to knock you down, you come back stronger. They see that your influence cannot be denied, and it shakes them. They are scared to death. You make the devil scared. The devil is afraid now, because the devil can't stop God. Those with extraordinary purpose face opposition. The enemy sends his strongest forces against the one he fears the most. If you fully realize your authority, his influence over life around you will collapse. So he will try to distract you, discourage you, confuse you. But every time you choose to keep moving forward, your ranking go higher. Every time you refuse to bow, you climb higher. Instead of be afraid, you multiplies. The attacks that was supposed to lower you are the same ones that raise you higher. Without the storm, you will not discover the strength. Without the fire, you will not discover the power of your covering. Without betrayal, you will never see the faithfulness of God. So what was sent against you and put you down is building you up. The enemy is terrified. Everything they tried only made you greater. You didn't do anything wrong. It was because you were exactly where God wants you to be. Your ranking is a threat to the darkness, because your destiny is unstoppable. The witches, the warlocks, they are scared. They're terrified of your future. They know what God has done for you cannot be undone. And that truth is the truth. You are walking forward with boldness. You are surviving, you're ascending, you are winning. This is your kingdom. You are passing through life with influence and authority. And the enemy trembles in fear, because your ranking is proof that you're untouchable, unstoppable, unshakable in the hands of God. Regret. They feel regret for what they did. It's heavy on them. It destroys their mind, their heart, their soul. They thought destroying you will satisfy them, but now they are trapped in their own prison. They believe revenge will bring joy. Your downfall will be their breakthrough, but they couldn't silence you, bury your dream. They think they will feel powerful, but now they are left with regret, because what they sent against you did not land. It boomeranged back. The punishment of the enemy is not sudden destruction. The punishment is regret. To know all the energy, time, resources they try to stop you, they waste their own life, their energy. It's torment. They thought they could play God in your story. They thought they could write your book, but the moment they realized that their schemes did not cancel your calling, regret became their best friends. It's a silent torment. It keeps them awake at night. The choices they made, they wished they could have done differently. They wanted to bury you, but now they are buried over their own decisions. They wanted you to live in fear, but now they tremble. They wanted to see you broken, but now they are broken inside because nothing could succeed. The regret, it flips the pain back on the planer. The power of divine justice. You don't have to lift a hand. You don't have to fight them with your own strength. You don't have to curse them back. You don't have to prove anything. God has a way to let regret do the work. It's the most effective judgment. A person can hide from consequence, but they cannot hide from themselves. They can run from accountability, but they cannot outrun their thoughts. They can pretend to others that they are winning, but when the door is closed and silence falls, regret is waiting. When you continue to rise, their regret grows deeper. Every new devil is like salt in their wound. Every blessing you walk into is a reminder of their failure. Every victory you celebrate is a mirror reflecting their wasted energy. They cannot escape because your success is proof of their defeat. That's why your rising bothers them so much. It's not jealousy, it's regret. They regret underestimated you. They regret wasting so much effort on something that could never succeed. They fight against someone that was backed by God. Their regret is not yours. Do not gloat over it. Do not lower yourself to mock them. Regret is punishment on your enemies. Leave them to their torment. Your focus shall be continue to rise, continue to build, keep growing, keep walking in purpose, because every step you take forward is another reminder that their schemes fail. You don't need to say a word. Your life is the loudest statement. Regret has an effect. It don't just affect the person who plotted, it spreads into their circle. And those who joined them in whispers, those who agreed in secret, those who go against you, they feel it. They regret being a part of it. They regret standing on the wrong side of your story. They regret choosing darkness over light. It creates division among them. Unity surrounds you. Never be afraid of what was planned against you. The schemes of people are temporary, but the regret they reap is permanent. Once a person realizes they fought a battle they could never win, it becomes their burden to carry. Once they understand that they wasted time fighting destiny, the weight becomes unbearable. You, on the other hand, you walk in freedom. They are in a prison. Regret does not just punish, it teaches. The ones who plotted, they are learning that you cannot curse what God has blessed. They are learning that trying to destroy a chosen one is a losing game. Fatal revenge always return to the one who sent it. Deep down, they know they touch something sacred when they touch you. So walk boldly. Stop worrying what they plan in the dark. Their future is sealed by their choices they made. Regret is waiting for them, not for you. What you carry is peace, light, joy. What they carry is the weight of broken dreams, constant fear. That's the difference of those who walk with God and those who fight against His will. It's a prison for them. They cannot escape it because it lives in their conscience. They cannot silence it because it speaks in their own mind. They cannot erase it because every time they see you shine, it comes rushing back. That's why they avoid you. That's why they act cold. That's why they pretend not to care. But they regret everything. Regret is eating them up. You call to thrive. You keep climbing your light shines brighter and brighter and brighter. The greatest answer to revenge is success. The greatest response to darkness is light. The greatest justice against schemes is to see it backfire while you flourish. Lift your head and flourish. You don't need to fight in the flesh. Let regret remain the punishment of those who wanted to harm you. Live free, live bold, and live in the joy of knowing that nothing and no one can stop the destiny that God has approved. Your survival alone is a story. You don't need to explain, prove, defend, fight. You are still here, and that's the loudest testimony you can carry. They bet against you. They thought you will not make it through the storm. They believe the trials will crush you. Some even celebrated in secret, waiting for the moment your name will fade, your influence will vanish, your strength will collapse. But here you are, stronger than ever, growing, thriving. Your survival is your testimony. It's moments in life when words is not enough. People can debate arguments, they can ignore explanations, but they cannot deny results. And survival is a result that cannot be hidden. It's the evidence. No matter how many arrows were aimed, no reached their target. How many pits that was dug, it's confirmation that every attack, every curse, every plan designed to finish you has failed big time. And failure for them is victory for you.